Attack. Attack as the show attack.
Welcome, everybody, to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the good stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you. Happy Monday.
Thank you. You look dapper in your best.
Thank you. I did it for you. I did it for you.
Oh, really?
And the children.
And the children. They are our future.
On the show today, is Nicolas Cage the best, worst actor ever? We've actually got cinematic evidence in Around the Net. Then Allison Hayslip teams up with the stunt guys from Ninja Assassin. They'll teach her how to defend against a couple of dozen ninjas. Well, stunt ninjas. I don't know if I'd encourage her to fight actual ninjas just yet. Nothing going on that you can't see behind these graphics.
Plus, we'll kick off the Black Friday Survival Guide on Gadget with a $100 10-megapixel digital camera and a 4-gig MP3 player for under $50. Now you'll know whether or not they're worth trampling people for, huh?
Oh, that's what I want to know now.
Before you go in and trample somebody, make sure it's worth it. And Scott Wolf from V. He's going to be here live in studio. Hopefully, I'm really hoping for this, that he will turn into a lizard person and eat us, because that would be TV magic.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Can you imagine if Scott Wolf did that?
Do you do Black Friday? Do you go with the family or no?
No.
No, yeah, me neither.
I don't know
I don't
any.
get
Just sleep in.
I know people that go in line at like 10
need-
p.m. the night before
And then you need
to
more-
trample people for crap they don't need.
And then there's the people who wait in the front of the line and they get all the papers and then they sell them to other people. I mean, it's just more stuff. You know what? Actually, because the whole show is about what you should be getting.
Yeah. Hey, Black Friday, high five! Woo!
Do you think it's okay if I call Scott Wolf Scott Wolf? Do you think most people, like his wife, says, "Hey, Scott Wolf"?
I would
just
think
such
so.
a quick, catchy name.
Yeah.
Scott Wolf.
Well, ask Scott Wolf when he's out here.
I'll ask Scott Wolf. Can't wait to see him.
Cool.
Love that name. Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
You want to go around the net?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I can't eat, so I decided to smoke meth instead. Like, that's not a real good solution to the problem.
Asthmatic problems today, so Kevin's going to be making fun of me. I have to go.
You make it too easy. You really do. Today's number 5 is a new twist
And
on
I
the
have
old.
a retainer.
It's a new twist on
And
the
I'm
old
a
hockey
virgin.
fight. At least you took your headgear off, though, because that was really getting embarrassing. We should just have a cone around you so you can't bite your stitches as well. Can we do that? That's what I want to see.
I'm literally falling
You
apart.
are broken. Seriously. It's falling out.
Stop.
Scoop
Oh.
it back in. Today's number 5 is a new twist on the old hockey fight, courtesy of Prime Ticket. Now, this melee happened off the ice and in the stands on November 19th when the Ducks took on the Lightning. That was my
what?
duck impression, by the way. That
When the
wasn't
Ducks
Lightning.
took on the Lightning.
Yeah.
Do it.
Lightning, thunder, on a minute weather.
Oh, that was actually a real laugh out of me. Now, after Anaheim Ducks captain Scott Niedermayer, fun name,
Niedermayer.
was announced as the game's star, he tried to give a stick to a lucky little girl.
Yeah, but the unlucky fans around weren't going to let her get in without a fight. Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah. And the dude doing the fist work, he was the little girl's dad. He's actually pro skateboarder Mike Vallely. And he did what anyone would do, which I think is, punch the douche in his douche head.
Yeah.
Bam.
He was actually arrested and will hopefully avoid jail. But I have to say, if he does do time, he will find that there's actually a lot of pipes to grind in there.
That is true. Unless he can make friends that will protect him. Okay?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Sorry. And number 4 today is the latest work from the world's most famous skateboarding bulldog, Tillman.
Yeah, Tillman the Bulldog fans. Yeah. Oh, he's wearing an I Heart Tillman shirt.
Is it Tillman? Maybe it's Tillman. Maybe it's the Tillman.
The world's premier four-legged skating enthusiast got his paws on the motion controller for the new game Tony Hawk Ride.
Those are my paws.
Those are dog paws? It's almost as good as some lightning. Let's see that. Thank you. Now, this is clearly a viral for the game, but it's still adorable. Yeah, that's fake. Did you see it? You guys saw that was fake? Like, it was clearly fake, because you know, like, no, it can't be real, because they were actually having fun with Tony Hawk Ride. So there's no way that that's legit.
But you have to admit that even though there is the corporate cash all over the video, it is pretty charming when Tillman is spinning around on that skateboard.
Yeah. And he didn't make those dog noises, but it'd be cute. I'm sure he did in your head when you were watching the video. Yeah. And Tillman's got great balance.
Great balance.
Because I have to, like, I have to focus on, like, a small target.
Smoke what?
Well, I don't have to, but I choose. I have to focus on a small target just above the cameras, or else I'd fall over. And most people don't know that. And it's one of those things. I don't know how Tillman does it as a bulldog on a skateboard.
You really have to focus on something? Before the show comes.
Fact! Nick Cage is technically considered an actor, although really, he's only been decent in like 2 movies, right? And one of them, John Travolta was acting for him, technically. So, face off.
Yeah. Fact. Another fact for you.
Yes, Olivia, another fact. We're waiting.
I just snorted. You're gonna fall.
Oh, slide whistle! Oh, wow, we weren't even on. Someone's gonna put you down here.
We didn't even catch your fall.
Oh, what do you got?
Not Nick Cage.
What do you got?
Nick Cage has been in over 60 movies.
60 movies? I wonder if he's done a pratfall in one of those.
Okay, so Nick Cage has been in over 60 movies. Which, if you think about it, right, leaves a lot of room for suckage.
A lot of room for suckage,
Now, normally this would be far too much suck for anyone to safely wade through,
yes, but the kind irony masters at Gawker took the time to find some of Mr. Cage's choice, capital A, acting.
You can't just walk away. You don't know what you're doing. Damn it! I said I love you.
It's not exactly Mike Tyson and Yahtzee out here. Let's do it.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
We could have handled it differently. What do you say we cut the chit-chat a-hole?
Wow.
Not a winner in the entire collection.
No. Although I will say, for the record, Wicker Man makes for very entertaining viewing, especially if your idea of entertainment includes punching out women while dressed in a bear suit.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Nick Cage!
You got one. You got one, my friend.
That's all he needs, man.
Coming in at number 2 is the latest SNL digital short from The Lonely Island.
Yeah, this Saturday's short has Andy making an unlikely new musical friend, Miss Reba McEntire. Yeah.
It's as catchy as anything they've ever done, but Andy may have made a mistake with this one. We're going to let him and Reba explain.
America's sweetheart, Miss Reba McEntire.
Yeah, how you doing, Andy?
She's the queen of country.
She's a comedy prince, making something out of nothing.
We hooked up in the studio to make this song.
But as usual, we ended up
No doubt.
ever since I came up my mama's butt, I knew I was destined for greatness.
Yeah.
I looked in the doctor and saw a wig and thought, hey, brother, I'm gonna take I made him suck my dirty.
Now, why does it have to be dirty?
It's more funny.
It is. I just don't need SNL to tell me that Reba's got a hog. I mean, I got... it's called common sense. You know what I mean?
You know that wasn't Reba, right? That was not Reba.
Okay, you don't worry about what I don't know, okay?
Okay. What's wrong with you?
Still ahead. Someone puts a pair of pants on a mighty fine ass.
Pretzel. There's no more mountains. I know the 118 is not what you think. Don't you hurt me, one man!
Come here! Come here! Coming in at number one today is video of a Kurdish donkey.
Now, we can't tell you much more without giving away the joy of this video. So without further ado, here it is.
That's exactly their problem. No, that's exactly their damn problem. I'm sorry. Hey, could you, seriously, look, I don't mean to be rude, but maybe you guys would have your own country by now if you weren't so damn busy putting clothes on animals. You know what I'm saying? Take a break, write a...
Whoa, Kevin, seriously, that's not really fair. It's kind of rude.
Like, it's more than fair. They put pants on a donkey.
No, but it's just... It's not fair because especially you don't realize this in the time of war right now that for a long time Kurdistan has been the most stable part of Iraq and it's not really smart to make those kind of comments.
Okay, you know what?
And they
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
That's an astute comment, Olivia. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
You're right. I think we should take a little break. How about a short word from one of our sponsors?
Sure.
Is your ass currently pantsless? Well, don't just sitting there letting your ass hang out in the open air. It's time to cover that ass up with some handcrafted Kurdish ass pants.
For centuries, the Kurds have been known for their high-quality ass pants, and now they too can be yours.
Whether you're looking for casual ass pants for a lazy stay-at-home weekend, or a crazy sports vacation filled with hard-hitting ass action, the Ass Pants Warehouse has what you're looking for.
And if you need to make your ass look pretty, be sure to check out our extensive selection of formal asswear. Your ass will be shocked at how low our prices are.
Remember, for great ass pants at half-ass prices, get your ass to the Ass Pants Warehouse.
Conveniently located across the street from the Waffle House on Route 24.
To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to the all-new G4TV.com/around the net.
Okay, so let me just throw something out there. Say you're just walking around,
okay,
right?
Just walking around.
Minding your own business, right?
Not care in the world.
And then you get jumped by a pack of roving ninjas. What do you do? What? Think about it. Roving ninjas attack you. What do?
You die.
Okay, well, let's pretend that you're not a baby and you actually fight back.
Well, no, there's no point. It's their job. They're going to kill you. That's what they do.
Okay. Well, if you wanted
Clock in. Shuriken. Clock out. Thank you.
Okay. If you guys want to learn how to fight back, you should probably pay attention because Allison Hayslip actually got some stunt fighting tips for you. Kevin, just go cry somewhere.
Just fall down and die.
You think all those ass-kicking fight sequences in action films like Bourne Identity and 300 are painless and safe? Well, the 8711 Stunt team is about to show you how wrong you are. Ha! 8711 Action Design is responsible for coordinating the stunt work and some of the most dynamic action sequences to hit the big screen, including the up-and-coming ass-kicking Ninja Assassin. So once you guys get hired for a film, how do you go from the script to the actual screen?
My bosses, second unit directors, talk with the director. They get the idea of what they want. We do a fight choreography for it. We bring it back upstairs. They do that back and forth a couple of times, and then we shoot a previs of it. He likes it, and then we shoot it that day.
So what films have you gotten to work on?
I worked on Ninja Assassin and Tron Legacy. I was the main double for Rain and Ninja Assassin, so whenever they needed flipping and more intricate martial arts done, I was there for it.
What are we going to do today?
We're going to do a fight scene, movie style, with choreography from our side and the camera side, and see if you're fit to be the next female actor star. Step, cut.
Pulling off a believable action scene takes hours of training and choreography, and it's anything but easy.
Did some strikes, blocks, partner strikes and blocks, and you did a 2-on-1 to prepare you for the choreography. So we're going to bring all that you learned together, and we're going to go film it.
Let's do it!
Ready?
Now it's time to put my new expertise to use, 8711 style.
That's a wrap. Everyone up? Good job. We did all the beginning steps, right? We came in, we did some stretching, we did the sword work, we did the choreography, and we finished the whole package. It was a good job.
So what do you think? Can I be part of your team?
I think you might fit in. I'll call you Lethal Grasshopper.
Well, that's about as intense as it gets. You have just seen all the blood, sweat, and tears it takes to make your favorite action sequences. Courtesy of my new crew, 8711. Badass, isn't it?
Action.
Wait, where am I looking? I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Ooh. Okay, wait. That only helps if you're being attacked by stunt ninjas. Okay, so just keep that in mind, kids.
Kevin, you're never going to be attacked by an actual pack of ninjas.
Oh, okay. Way to jinx it, Olivia.
What? Yeah, okay.
You have to assume that ninjas are everywhere. They're always watching, always listening.
Enough about ninjas. I want you to rate 2 gadgets and 1 prawn. It's the first entries in our Gadget Prawn Black Friday Survival Guide. What? Up first, we have the SanDisk Sansa Fuse 4 GB MP3 and video player.
Oh.
See, when I watch them, it's so funny.
Oh, look how entertaining things are when they're tiny.
Oh, look at that. Okay, it's only 0.3 inches thick, weighs very little. It doesn't feel cheap, feels sturdy. 1.9-inch screen, which isn't too, I don't know. Some people say
you're not going to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy on that thing. You're not going to have that. But for a simple podcast or something quick,
would you
pick up
really
and play,
watch
there you
a
go.
simple podcast like this, like
Yeah,
on a
you
long
would.
flight to Tokyo?
No, I wouldn't use that to entertain me for 16 hours, but for 5 minutes or a subway ride or something like that, yeah, I'd go for it.
Well, do you think it's easy to use and put content
yeah,
on?
well, yeah, it is. It's pretty simple. It works just like an iPod. It has a scroll wheel, a center button. The menu system is really easy to understand. Look at that. Videos, FM radio. Geez, what do you think send photos, Olivia?
Photos?
Calendar, actually. It's the one thing that I don't recommend on this thing. As for music and video, you just drag and drop it right onto the device. Now, it only supports MPEG-4 for videos, so you might have to actually fire up the free Sansa Media Converter software and convert your video files. It's a bit of a drawback, but it's priced just right.
All right, well, yeah, priced at $45
Yeah.
at Best Buy on Black Friday. This little guy, is it worth it? $45?
Absolutely. The audio quality is good. There's an FM radio in there, voice recorder, a micro SD slot, so you can get up to 32 gigs of extra memory. This is a definite buy on Black Friday for $45. You know,
Yeah, I guess it's really...
stuff is
You know what?
stocking
I
as
was
well.
going to say that.
Stuff is stocking.
Stuff but stalking. Now, our second Black Friday deal is the Sony CyberShot W180 digital camera, right here. Chick, chick. About 3/4 of an inch thick, weighs 3.8 ounces, which I gotta say is really light. All the buttons are self-explanatory, which makes it really easy to use. I have to say, Sony's menu system, still a little wonky.
Yeah.
But the one thing that we worry about with a $100 camera is just image quality, because $100 you're like, I just want to take pictures. How does it do?
Right, yeah. You don't have to. You expect to have to wind it before each shot for $100, but it's not bad actually. The photos are good. Normal light pictures look great. Colors are bright and accurate. The exposure is even across the entire frame. The focus might be a tad soft around the edges, but look, for the most part, it's really not that noticeable. Low light pictures are about average. The flash may blow out your subject if you're taking a cover for an emo rock band. That may happen, but it's not bad. If you're moving at all, though, while you're taking a picture in low light, you'll get some crazy ring style blur right there.
Ring,
yeah. Overall, though, image quality is
by
solid.
the way.
Yeah. Sad place. Yeah, it's the kind of space where MySpace girls go to cry.
Yeah, it's great. I'm just going to put a beige futon that we can sleep on or sit up on. It's awesome.
It's going to stand out against the walls really nicely, which are also beige.
Really enjoy it. Okay, so this is $99. A bunch of stores have it on Black Friday. Kmart, Best Buy. What do you think? Worth it? $100?
I think yeah, $100. Why not? There's also features like smile and face detection, which you won't need if you're at Kmart because you're not smiling. It has red eye reduction and digital image stabilization. One downside, though, is that it only takes the memory stick rather than SD. So you're gonna spend some money on that because that's the Sony way.
All right. Well, overall, what do you think? Get a lot? Get a lot for $100.
$100 on Black Friday. Go pick it up.
The Gadgetron Black Friday Survival Guide continues tomorrow with a new Sony home theater system. Don't take pictures. Still ahead? Oh, we'll tell you about a frightening new anti-piracy law in the UK that could be headed here. We're going to find out more about that in a loop.
And later, our favorite newscasters here, Scott Wolf from V. We'll be live in studio to talk about The Visitors. Something tells me that jumping over an oncoming motorcycle isn't such a good idea. What happens next? Does he make it over the bike? Does he get run over by the motorcycle? Or does he mistime the jump and get nailed in the junk? We'll find out after the break. Something tells me that jumping over an oncoming motorcycle isn't such a good idea. What happens next? Does he make it over the bike? Does he get run over by the motorcycle? Or does he mistime the jump and get nailed in the junk? Yeah, sure, he was wearing a helmet, but next time he should probably wear a cup. Hey, everybody, we are live.
Let's have Thanksgiving for your brain.
Boom.
Let's? Question mark? Start the feed. All right, it is Monday, November 23rd. Here are your top stories. The ongoing war between Microsoft and Google, it's a heating up. The Financial Times is reporting that Microsoft is now willing to pay large publishers like News Corp to delist themselves from Google. Now, in other words, Bing would be the only search engine that could pull content from sites like the Wall Street Journal and MySpace. Most industry insiders believe that the move is designed to force Google to pay for content or to give Bing a competitive edge. Now, so far, however, Google seems unconcerned, and a rep for the company has already stated that news sites aren't, quote, a big part of how Google generates revenue. No, because they just make their own money. That's how they generate revenue. They literally make their own money. New file sharing laws being proposed in the UK, and they bring some of the harshest penalties yet to anyone suspected of illegally downloading copyrighted materials. The laws outlined in a new digital economy bill have provisions that would force internet providers to cap users' bandwidth if they are repeatedly caught downloading files like copyrighted music and movies. Users could also face a stiff fine to the tune of about £50,000, which is about $80,000. The bill also includes an unprecedented 3 strikes rule where if the user continues downloading files even after receiving 2 warnings, they could face having their entire household's internet access suspended. No wow? No wow? What? Let's just go to the next story. Let's just move on to the next story. That's just scary. And finally, an exec from Def Jam Records has been arrested for not tweeting. Apparently, an event held for teenage singer Justin Bieber at the Roosevelt Field Mall in New York turned into a tween riot. When crowds grew too big, the police told Bieber's label to post a tweet urging fans to leave the mall immediately because, let's face it, when I'm rioting, I always pause to check my Twitter. Anyway, the exec who cops spoke to, James Rappo, allegedly didn't do what the police asked and was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor and obstructing government administration. Rappo has, of course, pled not guilty. Bottom line is, kids, your tweets or lack thereof can now get you arrested. I gotta go.
Recently, BitTorrenters in the UK got a bit of a rude awakening when the government revealed the details of a scary new anti-piracy bill. Now, could similar laws be headed here? We're going to tell you all about it right now in The Loop. Joining me from San Francisco to help us make sense of it all, staff writer for CNET News, Caroline McCarthy is here. Hello, Caroline.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing very well. A lot better than people in the UK right now, apparently.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
The Queen came out and she waved hello and then announced the Digital Economy Bill, which I don't know what that means. It happened last week. It's got a lot of attention over there, but what is this thing all about, Caroline?
Well, first of all, it might be the best euphemism since No Child Left Behind.
Basically, this is going to stimulate the digital economy, right? By suing people, and therefore there's going to be money made out of this.
I guess so. Well,
Okay.
basically what this is, it's an incredibly stringent set of anti-piracy regulations that say internet service providers must send cease and desist notices to people who are caught downloading copyrighted files like music or movies or, you know, whatever.
Sure, but a cease and desist, that's nothing new. That's old hat or crown, as we
if
see.
they don't, the ISPs are going to be held liable and can be fined up to £250,000.
Okay, which in real money, well, I guess that is real money now. I can't make that joke anymore. They own us. All right, so that's for the ISPs, but what about the end user? What about the evil preteen file sharer who's trying to get his Panic at the Disco album early?
I know, seriously. There's what first of all, there have been a lot of rumors about this for quite some time on the web. And one of the rumors that's been going around that, as it turns out, is true is what's become known as the 3 strikes rule. And that means that if you are caught downloading copyrighted music or movies, and then you do it again because you really want the new Lady Gaga album, and then you do it again because you missed last week's Gossip Girl, then you could have your internet shut off.
And so they're literally going to shut off the internet to your entire household. It's not even for that one user. They just say, okay, you really like the Gaga, you downloaded her album 3 times, and now you're completely cut off, right?
That's what they're saying they're going to do.
And do these fines and bans, they sort of appear to live outside the legal system, right? It's as if the entertainment companies can subpoena the ISPs, and if the ISPs don't give up the info, then the end user can get sued and in trouble. And
well, yeah, that's certainly something that seems a little odd that's in the current wording of the provisions, that it doesn't involve going to court in most cases. And I think, yes, there could be a problem about that. It's something that probably wouldn't be able to float the same way in the U.S., where you have the right to a trial by jury and all that. So.
Right. Well, now you're an enemy combatant who's digitally downloading, and then you're fine. You're taken care of in the States.
Right.
The bill also includes a new video game rating system, though. It's going after gamers 12 and older, which will likely prevent who can buy games and where they can be advertised, right? I mean, how does that work?
Yes, I think that provision had a lot to do with the number of games that are increasingly played over the internet now rather than sold in brick-and-mortar stores, and those are not regulated. And so I think that's sort of just bringing things up to speed. But if you think about video game sales and, movie ratings, that kind of thing, that is one law that largely, even lawmakers don't really want to enforce it because it just seems like a pain in the neck.
I always worry about what sort of precedent these types of bills could set. I mean, if this passes over there and goes through, and then there's 3 strikes and teenagers getting sued or locked up, that could be in our future, right? Some congressman here could point and say, well, look, it works over there. We need that over here. Well,
that implies that it would work over there. I think there's a very good chance it could just turn into a bureaucratic disaster.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we do best. Sweet. So, Caroline, in your heart of hearts, do you see this actually happening over there? Is this a little too doomsday scenario, or is it as close to happening as some people are making it out to be?
I think it could absolutely go into law. There may be some changes to it, and then it's a matter of, does it actually get enforced? And additionally, do hackers, do file sharing networks find some way to circumvent it?
I don't care if I'm 2 strikes in. Nothing stopping me from getting my Gaga. I'm just putting it out there. Thanks to CNET's Caroline McCarthy for keeping us in the loop. We appreciate it. Now let's go over to Miss Olivia Munn.
Thanks, Kev. It's time to attack these insanely low-priced Black Friday deals. First things first, toys. If you're like us, you never grow out of them. So this Friday, you'll want to grab what you can from Toys R Us. But you'll need to keep an eye on your watch for these deals. From midnight to 1 a.m., they've got deals like 40% off select Lego Star Wars sets and an 8-gig iPod Touch for only $199, and that includes a $50 gift card. From 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., you'll find 40% off Halo ODST and the new Forza, along with a portable DVD player for only $50. I know. Now, they've also got a boatload of all-weekend deals, so be sure to check out their full list online. If you've been looking to expand your DVD collection or upgrade your movies into sexy Blu-ray, then Best Buy is where you need to be. When Black Friday rolls around, they will have deals on DVDs for as cheap as $4 and Blu-rays for $8. The DVD titles include The Dark Knight, Hellboy 2, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and if you're looking to upgrade to Blu-ray, they are offering V for Vendetta, Terminator, and The Departed for only $8 each. Now, I guarantee these won't last long, so bring your A-game and get to the movie rack when the doors open. If you're directionally impaired but have been holding off on buying a GPS in search of a deal, we've got one for you. From 5 to 11 a.m. only, Walmart's offering the TomTom 125 SE for only $60. For those of you who are just, counting all that stuff up, that is half off the regular price. Half. It includes all the bells and whistles, an easy port mount, map share technology, and of course software for keeping up all those maps up to date. Now, as far as we know, they're not opening up boxes and taking things out to get the prices this low, so if I were you, jump on this one. Now, this might just be me, but what's the one thing on everyone's holiday list, huh? Extra storage? We share that. Great. Walmart is offering a Western Digital 320 gig My Passport external hard drive. Yes, only $50. This hard drive is 5,400 RPM and has a transfer rate of 480 megabytes per second. It uses USB 2.0 to connect to any computer of your choosing, so you can bring your entire collection of pictures, documents, porn, if you're Kevin, whatever you want. So just take it with you on the go. This deal is already available online for the $50 price tag, so do not delay because they will not last long. I already bought 5. Head on over to the all-new G4TV.com/AOTS for info on all these Black Friday deals and more. Stay tuned. Scott Wolf, also known as Scott Wolf. Yeah, I like to call him just Scott Wolf. He's from V. He's going to be here live in studio to talk about space lizards. Big hit show. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by the all-new G4TV.com. New, improved, awesome.
Lizards dressed as people. They're like reverse furries, kind of. Here's a clip from tomorrow night's V.
Okay, I'm all set. Now, for anyone who's had an MRI or a CAT scan, this scan is, well, I gotta say, it's kind of pleasant. Okay, cut it. Check that back for me, will you, Gary? Thank you.
Getting everything you need, Mr. Decker.
Yeah. Yes. Could use a little more freedom to walk around, talk to some of the patients, alone.
I understand. Tight schedule, I'm afraid. Maybe next time.
Ooh, dramatic music and pull in. Joining us right now is Scott Wolf.
I love that.
I want to just call you Scott, but I just think Scott Wolf is just so much catchier.
I love the sound of it. I'm going to make my kid call me Scott Wolf. Just so I can hear, Scott Wolf, can I have more pancakes?
Isn't that great? Like that. Scott Wolf. Scott, I'm like, Scott, it just feels like there needs one more thing, and Wolf would be it.
I love it.
I love it. Well, most people know you from Party of Five, but here at G4, we're big fans of Go. We love you.
Yeah.
It's a different demographic, right? Party of Five is like the ladies, and this is the guys, and Go is the thing over here.
Yeah, I love that one. It was a great film to be a part of. And Party of Five still, all these years later, still kind of is, it's really meaningful to the people that watched it. They still love it. Actually, Laura Vandervoort, who's...
Oh, yeah.
Yes, who
plays
on our show. One of our creepy, potentially sinister aliens, came up to me on the set one day. She was like, I hope this doesn't sound weird to you, but I named my dog Bailey.
Really?
That
happened a lot.
Which I didn't know if that was a compliment or...
I think it's a good thing.
A thing.
I mean,
It's like, hey,
unless-
I loved your show. I named my toaster Bailey.
Yes. It's like, hey, Bailey, don't crap over there. Bailey! Sticking Bailey's nose in his own poop. That's probably what she does.
I know.
That's what you do when they're not good. Everybody know that?
You stick their nose in.
Yeah, but now you're on V, which
Yes.
is like so great because, especially when you're on such an iconic show like Party of Five,
Yeah.
to be able to go on to do something else where people can see you in a different role and also it be such a successful show. I mean, the reviews of this is amazing. How did you get into the show?
I've read the script. I had seen bits and pieces of the original.
People go crazy over that.
Yeah, 25 years later, people are still so fanatical about it. And I remembered it being incredibly creepy. I remember begging my parents to stay up to watch it. But it's a complete reimagining. It's completely new characters. And really, it's taking a look at what might our world look like if aliens showed up tomorrow morning. And 29 gigantic ships descended upon the major cities of the world, yeah.
So did you audition for it? Did you just offer it to you?
No, I did. I went in and I read for it.
How many times?
I actually read, the first time I read for Ryan, which is the character that Morris Chestnut plays. And
Yes, I see the similarity.
yeah, I mean, we read for the same stuff all the time.
Yeah, I get that.
And then and then I got a call saying Chad was the character that they were interested in me for, which I was so pumped about because he's just such a up for grabs kind of guy. You don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah, he's got that really polished thing to him, so you're just like, you don't know whose team he's on.
Completely. He's got this surface veneer that looks very, he tells you he's a good guy and he's playing for the good guys, but ultimately he seems like he might be willing to sell his soul.
Like a politician?
Yeah.
Just like a politician.
He is.
Wait, so then you auditioned for Chad and then they're like, you got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's exciting.
It was great.
Especially when it's something that you really want to do and you're passionate about the show.
Completely. To be part of telling stories that you love, it's great to be working as an actor, but when I got that phone call, that was a good day.
That's exciting. Well, tomorrow night's V will actually be the last episode for the year. I know, but it's coming. But the ratings are it's coming back. But what can you tell us anything about the lizards? What's going on?
I can. There's some huge cliffhangers in this episode. It's almost like there's more I can't tell you, but there's big, giant cliffhangers that have ramifications for everybody.
Wow.
And in particular, Chad is doing this expose. We saw in that clip at these visitor healing centers where they're curing sick people of diseases we can't cure, and he makes some discoveries there that change the game completely for him and everybody.
And it's going to be the cliffhanger, so we aren't really going to know it, or we might. Well, don't say anything because that will.
Yeah, no, there's definitely things that will have people holding their breath for when we get back.
And talking to the producers and writers, are you guys working as a show together that you're not going to just keep doing cliffhanger after cliffhanger? We're going to get some resolution on things next year?
That's one of the things I love about this show is that it's intricate, it's suspenseful, and there's mystery, and you have to at all times be asking yourself, who do I believe and what side am I on? But it's pretty straightforward. It just lays out in front of you, and it's.
I think that's what audiences want now. They want the problem, but they also want the answer eventually too. And you just, it's what your show is doing is so fantastic. That's why people love it right now.
Yeah, people are excited.
I want to talk about your character Chad for a second because he deals mostly, like you said, with the alien visitors.
Yes.
And Anna, super hot.
Yes.
For a lizard, I have to say. People love her. I love her look. Do you think that Chad would risk sleeping with Anna if it meant that she might possibly eat him afterwards?
I think, yeah.
Look how hot. I mean, look at that. You're just going, wow, I love you.
Yes. The subtext
You think
is
that he
clear.
would?
I think he would, yeah.
Do you think she has the ability to fall in love? Do you think that those aliens have that ability to be human?
Yeah, I mean, she seems to be. If she can't love, or she's pulling it off pretty well. But she seems like she's really seducing Chad, and I think Chad thinks he's seducing her as well. So
you guys are both trying to win.
Yeah, and they're in this really cool chess match, and who will win out in the end will be fun to see.
Well, I'm so excited for you and the show, and it's doing so well, and everybody loves it here. And congratulations on everything.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Everybody, let's thank Scott for being here, but you have to check out the cliffhanger finale of the year. It's tomorrow night on ABC, and I know that it will come back right after the Winter Olympics.
Yes.
Right? So they're going to be going back up to Canada, shooting a bunch, and send it back for us to watch at home.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being here. But now, thank you.
Thank you again.
So today's epic fail features hot girls rapping about vampires, and I know that may sound like a win, but it isn't. Oh no, God, it isn't. You'll see. You'll see. Only a few years ago, the Sonos wireless system reinvented how we listen to music in our home by letting you wirelessly sync speakers in different rooms with a single audio source. Well, the folks over at Sonos have done it again with their updated line of wireless audio systems and controllers. It still works the same. Desktop software gets you on your way by ingesting your music into your home network. Then you just place one of their wireless hubs anywhere in your home, and bam! You've got music in multiple rooms. But here's the kicker. Sonos has answered our prayers with their brand spanking new controller. Sure, it's a little bit thick, but this guy packs a punch. Its interface and touch response is tailored after the iPod, and it looks and feels like you'd expect. And if you already own an iPhone or iPod Touch, you don't even need the controller. Their remote app is absolutely free. If your library of music isn't enough, Sonos has you covered with easy integration of Pandora, Last.fm, and even Sirius. Grab it all in the $250 bundle for 1,000 big ones. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, Gadget Prawn has your Black Friday marching orders, including a Sony wireless home theater that scales DVDs to 1080p. In Fresh Ink, Blair Butler has a ginormous Marvel Comics exclusive to announce, plus she'll review Old Man Logan. And could this be footage from Twilight Breaking Dawn? You'll see it here first. See it tomorrow.
It's time for today's epic fail.
Now, sure, New Moon smashed some box office records this weekend. It happened.
Yes, but this rap about it smashed our eardrums.
Go to hang out at the local bookstore. Check the aisles, check the shelves for a book to lift me higher. I spot this one thing by Stephanie Meyer. Yo, I'm a Twilight fiend. Who cares? The reading level ages 9 to 14. What are you doing here? What are you, like 40? Back the up, bitch. Edward Cullen makes me horny.
And that's why they invented the mute button.
Hey, look, ladies, you did a parody rap. These things happen, but you made it 4 minutes long. That's like 4 minutes too long. Fail.